Alright, hello, hello, hello. Yep. The thumbnail real quick, and then I'll get to it. Just continuing from where we were yesterday. Haven't done anything since then, except I spent 100 energy at HIA for, what are they called? The anomaly upgrade pieces. So that's all I've done. Let's get back into the story. So I think I'm like 2/3 of the way done with this, so I'll finish that, and then I got okay, I got 10 things to do. Whew! Got a day left. Because I won't be able to really be on tomorrow because tomorrow is Easter, I think. Yeah. Okay. It looks like it's nighttime. Cute. Maybe things will eventually change. Remembrance Day. So we can't carry any weapons. Are they gonna remove the 4 pistols from her outfit, or? You arrived, Scott Outpost. Many citizens have come to Remembrance Day. They must be the relatives of those who gave their lives during the fall of the old capital. For some reason, after coming here, she has been acting a little strange. Yeah, she's still armed. Cool, cool. Emotional support. I hope y'all do not hear my stomach rumbling. It's bad. Oh, Roland's here. You good, bro? So this is like the old capital over here? That's crazy. See all the shit they got going on. Floating pieces of land and... Please don't let it fall off. Probably one of their mothers. Found a companion. Aw. Yeah, she was putting, that's what I figured, she was putting way too much pressure on herself, thinking they hated her for getting fucking shot in the face, like, she was just, what's the, survivor's guilt, is what she was having. She was having intense survivor's guilt. This is probably helping her a lot to hear this. Is this a little sister or daughter of one of them? Ooh. And it's all gone.
Miss, I'm sorry for being mean to you before. Mom told me you were protecting Dad until the very last moment before you passed out. I shouldn't have said you left him to die.
I'm really sorry. Zeta was really young when it happened, so she was too little to understand, and I haven't really talked about it. I hope she didn't upset you.
How long ago was the fall of the capital? Have they given a date or anything? Because that's not something I know.
No, she was right. If only I'd been strong enough to take down most of the ethereals, maybe they wouldn't have ended up in that situation.
Oh, that's not fair. The old capital was falling. No single person's strength could ever be the deciding factor in the face of a disaster like that.
I don't even think a Void Hunter could save an entire city by themselves.
In spite of it all, you survived. If they were still here, I'm sure they'd see that as something to celebrate.
I've always known the truth. I failed to protect them. A weakling like me survived, and the rest of them disappeared without a trace. This isn't solace. It's the worst possible outcome. That's something I can't face. I've never had the courage to tell you I couldn't protect your loved ones. All I can do is wander New Eridu, hoping to find some trace of them. Even after all this time, I still haven't accomplished anything. I'm sorry.
You really don't know us at all. This isn't the worst possible outcome by any means. Styx, my husband, and all his comrades who lost their lives, each one of them left behind their own legacy. Just look all around you. Everyone standing before you is a legacy they protected that is carried on to this day. After my husband passed away, Zeta and I received survivor benefits. And with all the odd jobs I've been doing, we've managed to get to where we are today. Styx always wanted our daughter to study art, and Zeta's interested in it too. Now, that dream has become a reality. She just got accepted into the art school in Janus Quarter.
Mom and I have our tough days, but I often think of Dad's cheerful laughter, and that memory gives me the strength to keep. One day, it'll all pay off, just like it has now.
Thank you for always being by my husband's side, even at the very end.
Well, I suppose you must have heard about my condition from my son.
What condition? I thought she was just like old.
Ethel, Kakaitis used to tell me about you. He often took leave or skipped work to earn extra money by part-timing, or to care for you when you were sick in bed.
Yes, that's true, but I bet he never told you my illness became so bad that I needed major surgery, and he worked his tail off to raise the money. Who would have thought he would pass before me? I used the benefits from his death for the surgery, and that's the only reason I'm here today. In a way, his passing allowed my life to continue.
Jesus.
Every time I think about it, I feel like I need to keep my body healthy and live a few more years. The sights I see, I believe he can sense them from somewhere far away. When I was too weak to take care of him, it was you and your comrades who stayed by his side. Thank you for everything that you've done for him.
As for me, well, I'm currently working as a fashion designer.
A fashion designer? Is that because of Acheron?
It is. I'm sure you remember how much she loved beautiful things. She was always into fashion, so I decided to become part of that world. That way, she can always be with me.
That's sweet.
I admit I had no idea how fun fashion design could be until I actually gave it a shot. I wish I'd figured that out sooner. We would have had so much more to talk about.
Pardon the background noise if there's a bit of that.
Anyway, I'm planning to start my own fashion brand next year. She used to say that after retiring from the army, she wanted to pursue fashion design. I really want to
Feels
carry
like it's
on
my
her
life's
dream.
purpose.
She used to talk about you when she came home for the holidays. How your rivalry pushed her to keep improving.
Proud of his sister.
As you can see, all of us have made it to this day, carrying the will of those we loved. So please don't say they left nothing behind. They've always been a part of every
Good
pain and joy.
joy.
Please remember, everything and everyone in New
Is the
Era
artist your
View-
lives?
Thank you.
This
Thank
is
you,
taking a
everyone.
while. I'm sorry.
It's been wonderful to hear about how you're all doing and to listen to these words. I'm so glad I decided to come here on Remembrance Day.
Speaking of which, I wasn't expecting to see any of you. What brings you here to...
I could ask you the same thing, Ethel. Last time I asked, you said you weren't coming. I only came because I suddenly got a DM from
I'm here because of Nathan's message, too. He was pretty insistent, so I thought he'd be here. But I've been looking...
So, it's the same for all of us. I responded to his message.
Sorry, but who's this Nathan you're talking about?
Nathan is Lethe's younger brother. Frankly, out of all of us, he's probably the one who wants to see you the most. He used to be part of the defense force himself, and...
The day the old capital fell, his squad was responsible for supporting the forces that had already entered the Hollow, which included all of you. He's told us that story so many times. When they saw how bad things were in that Hollow, some of the reinforcements called off their plans and pulled back. He tried to stop them, but there was nothing he could do.
He always blamed himself and wanted to find you to apologize. But the truth is, the reinforcements retreating was inevitable. Shortly after their retreat, headquarters issued the official order.
This story's cool though, because it's telling us so much about like what happened that day during the fall, so we know like more and more what it was like, and just how not apocalyptic, is that the word? How catastrophic, how apocalyptic it was.
We all lost someone in that disaster. And for a while, we resented the reinforcements for their decision. But over time, we came to understand it, and we eventually let it go. There is no avoiding casualties in that battle.
It wasn't wrong for them to
In
prioritize
hindsight.
saving
May
their
I
numbers.
ask what the name of Nathan's squad was when he was in the Defense Force?
The Impera squad of the Obsidian Division. Is something...
Nothing. It's just... I think I might have stumped...
After 4 family members paid their respects and left, they continued their tour. Sharon left in a daze, having understood something. At that moment, a sound came from the open space in front of the outpost. For a speech. Oh, it's Zoe?
Is that Zoe on the podium?
Is she here to speak for the soldiers? That seems fitting. She's cut medals after all. But I don't see Jesse or Aaron anywhere. Didn't they come?
Everyone please, quiet down. Zoe, of Nemesis Squad, a representative of the veterans, will now deliver the Remembrance Day speech.
Hello, everyone. I'm honored to stand here and speak on behalf of all of the soldiers of the Defense Force. Today, we gather to commemorate Remembrance. Us lost relatives or friends in the disaster, and I am no exception. Every member of my squad
She was the only
perished,
survivor.
and losing the friends you cherish to the Hollow is a pain that never fades. It's a sorrow that will stay with us. Now, however, to the families of the fallen soldiers, hold your heads high with pride for your loved ones who gave their lives. They fought to the very last moment when the old capital fell. They gave their lives facing an unstoppable disaster, exchanging their sacrifice for the world we have today. In doing so, they fulfilled their duties as soldiers to perfection. Without the blood they
New Eridu
spilled,
would have
in
never
honor
risen.
of the wishes of the departed. Look ahead, people of New Eridu. Our thought...
We spelled her name differently here. Okay. The wave of prolonged applause. She droops her head. Silent.
My speech was meant to end here, but since you all seem quite engaged, please allow me to share a little more. The reason you all agree with what I've said is because it offers a way to step away from the pain. That's what the living do. They seek ways to ease the weight of others' deaths, so they can find a way to start over. This is the new Eridu of today. A huge disaster consumed the old capital, and the people who survived it keep saying things like, treasure the moment and start fresh to numb themselves, hoping to forget the nightmare.
She about to say they're becoming too comfortable. I feel it'd be fucking terrifying to live in their world. Like, you know, you could be like walking home from school and you look and like your house is just gone because it got like swallowed up by a hollow while you were at school or something. Like, they just fucking happen. It'd be terrifying. Like, I didn't even know this was like a post-apocalyptic world till like a good bit into the story, and then I was talking to about this game to someone, and they're like, "Oh, what's the plot for ZZZ? What's it about?" And I looked it up like a good like paragraph rundown to explain it to him, and I saw it was like, oh yeah, post-apocalyptic world. It like just registered to me because they're living like so happy and lavishly in like a normal-looking city, but it's like, how do they live so lavishly and carefree in a world that's this destroyed? Like, you'd think more people would be putting more effort into like expanding or building, I don't know, different cities, spreading human civilization out more instead of all being in like this one city where we could just get extincted. Is that the word? Extincted? Extinct from the next one of these events. Like, we're relying everything on these people like going to their office jobs and their desk jobs and their Excel spreadsheets, hoping that the military keeps this void from swallowing up their entire world and killing everyone. It's like, how do you not live in constant fear?
No one talks about the soldiers who gave their lives in Hollow Zero. No one asks why they had to die. The brave gave their lives battling the ethereal onslaught, while the weak survived. This is a new Eridu, built by weaklings. Its order founded upon their way of thinking. Your applause makes me realize you all accept this logic. Each of you had loved ones who sacrificed their lives in the fall of the old capital. And now, you're thankful that someone has encouraged you to move on from them.
I mean, it's fine to, you know, feel pain for someone passing, but you shouldn't fucking, like, just be permanently upset over it until the day you die, just like incapable of happiness, because you're just all about that. Like, you gotta move on eventually, to some degree.
What meaning does the sacrifice of those who died have if you all choose to forget? Have you never thought about why your own loved ones had to die? And why no one is responsible for their deaths?
Most of them blame someone. They've put someone responsible and they've been pained about it and thought about it. But sure.
Miss Zoe, there's not much time left for your,
Open your eyes! I'm speaking to those who have lost loved ones! If death is the medal for the fallen, then pain is the cross the living must bear. If you fear its weight and run from the suffering, the soldiers will never find peace in their eternal rest. To tear the wound open once again, so you'll never forget the searing pain! That's the real meaning of Remembrance Day!
I don't agree.
Charon, I didn't expect you to be here for Remembrance Day. How are things going with your search? Seems like you have something to say.
Among the people standing here, there's a woman who raised her daughter with the survivor benefits left by her husband. Another who's been able to carry on with her life thanks to the final efforts of her child. And yet another who's found purpose because of the influence of his late sister. The will of the deceased lives on in every person here. The soldiers who died during the fall of the old capital fought for this. The future that their loved ones are making for themselves now. The old me might have agreed with what you said, but someone taught me that pain and hardship can lead to hope. They helped me see that hope could be inherited, not just destroyed when life fades. That's why I believe the departed didn't leave us wounded or with a heavy cross to bear, but with a melody.
I fucking love these arts. These full arts, seeing the...
Each of us holds a harmonica that plays the melody. At first, it may sound awkward, but it will eventually flow smoothly, taking on our own style, until it merges with our soul.
You seem quite certain about what you're saying. Tell me then, what kind of melody is left behind by those we've lost?
I'm not sure. I can't picture the exact melody. But I trust the answer I've chosen. And I trust everything I've seen and heard.
A vague and insubstantial answer, isn't it? I was right about you, Charon. From the moment we met, I knew we'd never really understand each other.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
Everyone, I apologize for taking up your time. My speech ends here. Please feel free to continue with your visit.
What do you think, Proxy?
Something was definitely off about her just now. And the things she said? I'm starting to get a really bad feeling about this.
Is she the sniper?
You mean about her real identity, right? Looks like we're on the same page. Shielded by her identity as a decorated soldier, she seemed pretty confident that we wouldn't confront her directly on military ground, like at the outpost. She arrived so brazenly and left without a care. If I'm right about this, she'll be trying to contact us again in no time.
Looks like you're a little busy, so I'll keep it short. The client just sent me a location via Knock Knock. I'll send you the location shortly. It should be an entrance to the Hollow in Port Elpis.
A location with a picture of the hostages.
Fine.
Charon, what's your plan? With everything that's happened.
I've made up my mind. Proxy, please accept my official commission. Help me venture into the depths of the Hollow to rest. It's up to me to stop Grim Vulture. Stop her from crushing everything in front of her with that heavy...
Alrighty. You leave the Remembrance Day event multiple times. Use some breathing. Shut on. Let's begin. Set up a stage filled with traps. May need to brace ourselves for a tough fight. So we're venturing into a sniper's nest. That is not the greatest idea. Knowingly stepping into the sniper's nest on your own.
You want to
Yeah, we'll do this scene again. Actually, no, he's right here. I like my support after my stun.
Good day. Get going.
Even though none of them are happy with each other. Oh well. Alrighty.
Charon, look! Another communicator.
Oh, fine. Yeah, I heard that from up here. Alright.
Another communicator. It's a bad habit for a sniper to be so talkative.
Oh, really? I think it's rather good for my mental health to witness in real time how my target becomes desperate and gives up their struggle.
Do you really still need to disguise your voice? I thought you didn't want to hide anymore, Zoe.
You're right. Seems there's no need for secrecy anymore. I, Zoe, the sniper known as Grim Vulture of Nemesis Squad, send you my regards.
Zoe. No. Grim Vulture. You, like me, were one of the advanced troops deployed to suppress Hollow Zero right after the fall of the old capital, right? Noct, Cartes, and Impera Squad. So far, all the victims have been members of these squads. They were initially supposed to enter the Hollow to reinforce the advanced troops.
So she's been killing or targeting people that retreated, like that let her squad get killed. Is that what it is? She's resentful towards the squads who retreated that didn't come in to reinforce. She's blaming them for why her squad died, I'm guessing. So to get revenge, she's killing off the people she sees as cowards, all the survivors.
Nemesis, your squad, lacking reinforcements, lost everyone except you in the fall of the old capital. You blamed their deaths on the absence of reinforcements and sought revenge on them. That's my conclusion. Just like me, the fall of the old capital left you entirely alone.
A sniper, the sole survivor, a mere pawn abandoned by the military. Don't you think we're very much alike? The Impera squad member, Nathan, the one you're searching for, he pleaded with me to let him go when I was about to kill him, saying he had to see you no matter what. That's how you caught my attention.
So Nathan was the client that was looking for her?
I let him live to get all sorts of information on you. I was so curious about you that I even set a trap, disguising myself as a victim to get closer to you. It turned out we share the same story. We even got the same PTSD symptoms. After all these years, we still see images of our teammates before they died. It's impossible to erase them from our minds. It's just, you use ridiculous fantasies to numb yourself, chasing after illusions of your squad mates. While I can't afford to be as naive as you. One night, when I was overwhelmed with the unbearable images of my comrades' deaths, vomiting and crying,
Jesus Christ.
I finally realized the meaning behind their appearance before me. They were pleading with me, pleading for vengeance against those who abandoned us, begging me to destroy the repulsive, hypocritical new order of New Eridu. So, I carried on their will. I began kidnapping targets and sniping them in the hollow, watching as they became corrupted and died in despair.
Oh, so she's trying to make them die the same way her people died, being corrupted, no hope, despair, misery, no chance of escape.
You really think this is what they'd want?
What else? Would they want me to be like you, playing at a game of finding my missing squad mates, accepting their deaths when I'm done playing, and then forgiving the very enemy who killed them? What a noble and virtuous gesture! Forgive on behalf of fallen comrades, coexist with New Eridu's order, and live peacefully among cowards. It's precisely because you and I are so similar that this hypocritical and cruel attitude makes it even harder for me to forgive you. After our first conversation, I was certain I must
end your life myself to prove I'm right.
That's exactly what I wanted to say to you, too. Because we've suffered the same hardships, I can't accept the path of destruction you've chosen. Jesse, Aaron, Nathan, the client I've been searching for, other targets of revenge you've set your sights on. They all feel regret and struggle over the choices they made back then. But you can't see any of that. You didn't target the higher-ups who misjudged the situation, the dangerous ethereals who killed your comrades, or the ones responsible for the fall of the old capital. Instead, you went after the easiest targets.
Ooh, calling her out.
Grim Vulture, as a sniper of the Eridu Defense Force, you have failed in your duty. To preserve the will and hope left by my comrades, I'm going to put an end to your actions right here.
Put a bullet in her head.
That suits me just fine. A sniper should let the gun do the talking. Make it to the deepest part of the hollow alive, and I'll meet you with nothing but raw malice.
Alright, we're done talking. About goddamn time. Let's go. Let's shoot stuff.
You made it here. Let me reward you with a few things you don't know.
Let's get this crate. Wonder where the other one is.
Cartus, Impura, and many other squads. Did you know the reinforcements that were meant to back us
Yes,
up
we've been told this 3 times.
deciding to retreat? Relying on a show of hands to vote. Isn't that ridiculous?
Relying on a show of hands? Okay, that's pretty bad.
Our lives were discarded in such an absurd way, like a kindergarten election for class monitor.
It was dictated by a show of hands vote. That is pretty bad.
I employed the same method. I made the dozen or so people I captured vote on who I should kill first. You wouldn't believe how funny it was.
Easy target.
Oh, she hit me, but she did like 4 damage.
Why are you laughing?
Where's she at?
Jesse and Aaron, do you have them too? Or are they already?
Do you still care about them? Or should I say...
A solid hit!
It looks like I haven't made enough of a threat to your life if you still have the time to worry about them.
Activate.
Great hit!
I got you.
Why not leave their faces hanging? An unsolved mystery.
Starlight, never die.
Normally that's more suspenseful, right?
The wind and rain are picking up.
That'll make it harder to hit your shots.
Extreme weather is perfect for sending you to your grave, don't you think? No one will hear your screams and cries as you die.
Support ready.
Nope. That's number 2. We're good now.
By the time the rain stops, the only thing left, you made it to the deepest part of the hollow.
Oh, there she is. I thought she was way higher up.
Determination
Especially with the angle she had.
Now, it's time for the final showdown we agreed on. But
It's showtime!
Pierce right through.
But really, it's the only way to put it. What sniper would ever confront their enemy head on?
Ether vision activate.
I've prepared a little gift for you.
Hesitate.
I made this dangerous ethereal by abducting and corrupting a high-ranking officer. It wasn't easy luring it here. You can play with it for a while. As
rest for me. I'll watch you from above, waiting for the moment to slip up. Then I'll put a bullet right through your heart.
You know, I don't doubt that she'd be able to hit that shot too. Obviously, she's extremely skilled as a sniper.
Show no mercy.
Damn. Can we end this?
Sniper's Creed. One shot, one kill.
She's stanky. And I'm tired of getting sniped with that bitch.
The real failure as a sniper is the one who's been forced into a corner, like you!
The wind. It's shifting.
I won't fall for your distractions so easily. What?
I will surpass you with my own melody of victory.
Damn!
They're both line shotting through it.
Let the wind be the opening notes.
Karen? No! Wake up! Karen!
Yeah, she got it.
What's this?
The harmonica took it. I thought I hit her in a bulletproof vest, but she'd be fine regardless. The countless biting raindrops, tempting over and over to wash away the scent of blood that oozed from the wounds of the defeated. Wait, so this is from when they first started as proxies, right? That's when they first met Trigger? So... wasn't she also in... where else was she in? I feel like we saw her somewhere else. During Anby's story? Right? If so, what was their reactions towards her in that? Did they know her well or something? Because they'd obviously met her before. Tempting over and over to wash away the scent of blood that oozed from the wounds that defeated. User pays no attention to her mortal wound, only staring at the distant horizon as though salvation might be waiting her. Oh, Zoe's bleeding out. Victor had climbed the still and stands in front of her.
Just you? Where's your friend, the proxy?
The proxy went to rescue the hostages. I want to speak with you alone. A sniper should always monitor the changes to their surroundings, factoring the environment into their tactics. Being blinded by the intent to kill and failing to take this into account was your downfall.
Didn't expect to be lectured by a youngster. What a disgrace. When my view was blocked, I realized you'd used the visual blind spot to reposition. So I adjusted my aim accordingly. But I still couldn't hit you.
You hit her.
Your prediction and accuracy were spot on. I was just saved once again by this. By both this harmonica, and by my former comrades.
Are you trying to say that this is destiny? That it's the will of my companions guarding me? I lost to the wave of ethereals, to the military's betrayal. And now I lose to your reckless actions, driven by some ridiculous fantasy. Your fantasy, your attitude, your very existence, and the outcome of this battle. They are the greatest denial and insult to my revenge.
Yet you're emitting a much calmer ether energy now. Almost as if you found relief.
My vision is fading. I can't see my comrades on the brink of death anymore. My wounds are fatal. I don't feel any pain. Relief. It's not such a bad thing.
She was driven by vengeance. She didn't have any family or anything. Revenge. Vengeance was the one thing she was living for. Now that she's passing, feels it's all over.
Did you intend for me to kill you from the start?
Let me answer that question with a story. The first time I saw you was actually during the fall of the old capital. My comrades were all dead, and the reinforcements the higher-ups promised before the mission never came. I can't even remember how long the fight went on. Ultimately, I had no choice but to retreat, failing to bring back my squad mates' bodies. I made my way through one battle line after another. The advanced troops were nearly wiped out. But when I reached a certain front, a small squad of survivors called out to me. Few people can still stand after such severe corruption and injury, but all 5 of them were still fighting. They were protecting a girl who had lost her sight and fallen unconscious while searching for a way out of the hollow. They told me they were beyond saving, and if I planned to retreat, I must take the girl with me. I couldn't turn down the last request of a group of heroic soldiers about to die in battle.
So she was the one who saved Sharon out of the hollow, but also resents Sharon for surviving? And wanted... Why? She couldn't turn down the requests of a group of heroic soldiers, but she would be undoing their request by wanting to kill Sharon. Okay, girl.
Your comrades entrusted your life to me. I was the one who brought you out of the hollow. You already know what happened afterward. It didn't take long for you to leave the defense force after you came to. Just like me. I developed PTSD so intense that sometimes I couldn't even hold a normal conversation. But for me, the hardest blow.
Oh, she's the same line Sharon used to an orphan like me. They were family.
An orphan like me.
Another orphan. Sharon used that exact same line.
If the reinforcements had kept their word and provided support, they wouldn't have died for nothing. Don't you ever have that thought?
To say I don't would be a lie, but I think deep down you know. From the moment we stepped into the hollow, there was no way we were getting saved. Given how quickly the hollow was spreading, and the ever-increasing number of ethereals, it would take the sacrifice of countless Defense Force troops to suppress it. It wasn't something that could have been accomplished in such a short time. The reinforcements would have only been a drop in the bucket. More sacrifices without results. Canceling the reinforcements, sending the advanced troops to rescue as many civilians as possible to minimize casualties. I think most commanders would have made the same decision.
Objective and cold logic. I understand it, of course. But when you see members of the reinforcements living happy lives years later, can you still keep your composure? I couldn't. Even if the chance was minuscule, I wanted my squad mates to survive. But they turned that chance to zero, and still have the nerve to embrace a peaceful future.
This was not a very fatal sniper wound. She's still going.
I can't help but resent them. By the time I realized what I'd done, I had already taken several lives. Nathan. When I tied him up and was about to kill him, he begged me to spare him, saying he had something to give you, no matter what. That was when you re-entered my line of sight. I think I've said this before. We're very similar, yet we have completely opposite beliefs. After meeting you, I became even more certain. And if you're still entangled in your obsession with your squad mates, if this continues, you'll eventually... The version of you I want to kill is the complete one, who can firmly reject my answer. If you haven't found your answer yet, then I'll be the one to push you forward. I kill you, or you end me. Either way works. But after seeing your growth, maybe I'd prefer you to step over my body. That's the final answer.
Why?
Emptiness and doubt. No matter how many targets of my revenge I took down, nothing changed. Aiming my gun at former comrades, drowning in hate and rage, all it left was a hollow emptiness.
And that's why she feels relief that she's passing.
But you're different. You've gained unconditional trust from the proxy. You have the courage to fight through my trap. And eventually, you'll have a melody that's uniquely yours.
That's good writing.
My belief has faltered. I finally remember. My squad mates were fools, just like you. You're right. They would never want me to become this way. I talk about carrying their cross. But in truth, I never carried their will. So be it. Take the hostage and go. A villain stained with the blood of others deserves nothing but a miserable end. I'm looking forward to how long you'll be able to protect those in front of your eyes.
Oh, whoops. I didn't think that would skip it. Sorry. I didn't think that would skip it.
It can still be played after taking a bullet. Impressive.
This is my final melody to you. No matter how miserable you've become, I'll still remember you. Remember we once shared the same path in life. But in the end, our paths diverged. Your hatred has long twisted into sin. But if not for you, I wouldn't have learned how to hate, or found the true targets of my hatred. I used to know nothing. My teammates served as my teachers and taught me so much. And I think you must be my final teacher. You taught me, in the most intense way, what hatred truly means.
Really? So you found someone you want revenge against, too. That's good.
Jesus Christ. Yes, you get people. Well, like she said, there's a certain outcome she wanted. Ah. Oh, where they at? Okay. Kitty cat. The captain came to talk to me again today. Ever since I took down that elite ethereal in the last session, words inserting about the squad. And to the captain, saying they wanted guidance for their sniper skills. No, so she was like that even before the revenge. Yep. For live fire. Besides, they get hurt. If they get hurt in this kind of real combat, we're cut off for it. You can tell back it up. I'm starting to enjoy teaching. Another chance. But who knows how long I'll have to wait, or if that student will ever have what it takes. When I get to teach again, I'm definitely going to develop this training method further. I'll throw them into the hollow, make them survive my sniper fire, force them to use the environment and psychological warfare to counter me. Jesus Christ. So does that almost mean she wasn't using them as targets to lure and trigger, but maybe training them to be snipers? I don't... Our captain and squad called me to the dorm. I opened the door, so I was each birthday cake. Turns out it's my birthday. What the fuck? Yes, that was before the fall. Death was certain. No matter how assigned it was, she didn't pull the trigger. Never forget the nightmare of the old capital's fall, nor the moments of the nucleus hollow eyes. Okay. Wait. Yeah, it was only the two of them, because there was three, but we killed one of them. Killed
So you're
Zoe.
the sniper from Liar Squad. It's nice to finally meet you.
And you must be the one who's been searching for me. Nathan, the younger brother of Lethe. It's good to see you safe.
That's right. I'm sorry for causing all this trouble. I nearly cost you your life, becoming a target of a victim from the fall of the old capital. Maybe that's what I get, not helping my brother and the rest of the defense force. When the reinforcements decided to retreat, I spoke out against it. I had family among the soldiers already in the Hollow, but I didn't have the courage to take that step. The one that might have cost me my life.
You don't need to feel regret or apologize. The outcome wasn't something you could have controlled. You cared deeply for Lethe, and even today you still think of him. To someone like him, who always cherished family, that's more than enough.
Thank you. I heard you've been searching for the members of Liar Squad all these years. I'm nothing compared to your determination. Thank you for everything you've done, but please...
Time to start living your own
this is a
life.
family member, but back then, they were all...
I know. You don't need to say it. I've been drowning in a fantasy of my own making for years. Nathan, Grim Vulture told me you have something you want to give me.
Yes. After learning about the bond between you and your squad, I knew I couldn't live with myself if I didn't get this to you, regardless of how things unfolded. What matters is that it wasn't just...
Liar Squad's tape from Liar Squad. Circed a series of events that would follow. Wait. This long-sealed recording circed a series of events that would follow years have passed, and while the tape surface shows somewhere, the audio remains pristine.
I found this while going through my brother's belongings.
Thank you so much.
Wait, with us? I thought we were just...
Go ahead. As...
Hey, hello? Alright, it's a recording. This is a message from Liar Squad for our little sniper. Everyone ready? I'll count down. 3, 2, 1.
Congratulations on your 1000th day with Liar Squad!
Hey, you guys are totally out of sync. Captain, can we redo this? The anniversary gift has to be perfect.
That's our assault specialist, Acheron. She has a strong sense of aesthetics, prioritizing beauty in both combat and her daily life. She taught me a lot about makeup and fashion.
Oh, she won't care if we're a little off. Forget the re-record. Let's just get it done and order the cake. We don't want him to sell out.
That's our medic, Kakaitis. He's usually lazy and a bit of a smooth talker, but he's actually very capable and kind. He taught me a lot about unconventional negotiation tactics and ways of handling things.
You two, stop arguing during the recording. I've already ordered the cake. If you keep rambling, we really will have to re-record this. Cut the chatter already.
And that's Styx, a reliable artillery specialist. He's the oldest in the squad. He loves sharing photos of his daughter and reminiscing about how he wooed his wife. The way he won her over inspired me a lot.
All right, let's all calm down. Wouldn't want to get on the captain's bad side. Captain, would you like to go first? We can edit or re-record whatever we need to.
That's our scout and engineer, Lethe. He's a bit self-conscious because of how his younger brother excels, and he's somewhat introverted. But he's actually very capable. He taught me sharp observation skills, calm execution under pressure, and how to make use of the environment.
Okay, thank you all for settling down before I completely lost my cool. It's fine. No need to cut anything or re-record. Let's just keep it as it is. Loud and messy, just like our Liar Squad.
That's our captain, who took me in and taught me how to play the harmonica. And the real Charon. I'll make sure to explain properly to you later, Proxy.
Interesting.
As you've heard, this recording is a little gift from the 5 of us. How time flies. When I brought you into the squad about 2.5 years ago, you were just a shy kid who blushed whenever you talked to someone.
Aww.
Over these 1,000 days, you've really worked hard to keep pace with our fighting rhythm. You've done incredibly well. In the last mission, your successful sniper kill of that high-risk ethereal really helped Acheron a lot. I hate to say it, but yeah, I went too far in last time. Thanks for getting me out of that mess. Just this once, I'll admit, your moves were more elegant in that fight.
And not just that fight. Ever since you became a quicker shot and learned to adjust for wind speeds on the fly, we've been taking fewer and fewer hits. Makes my job way easier. So, cheers.
You often worry about not doing enough. But in these 2.5 years, you've absorbed everything I know about stealth, reconnaissance, and tactical countermeasures.
Having you covering us from the rear makes every fight feel safer. But you still have a lot to learn about socializing and romance. When peace finally comes to Eridu, leave us and live your own life.
Where did that come from? She's not leaving us. Even if she retires, she'll move into my house and I'll spoil her with loads of beautiful clothes. We can talk about living alone in 10 or 20 years.
That's cute.
Sorry, I got carried away. Anyway, you're talented and hardworking. But I have to say one thing. You're always so sensitive and kind. Every time you see us get hurt, you look like you're about to break. I get how you feel. When your squad mates trust you with their backs, your first instinct is to protect them, right? But that's not the way it should. Don't try to carry everything on your own. Choosing to fight on the battlefield is my resolve. Feel it.
As long as you fight with all your strength, there's no such thing as failing to protect something. Because your will and our will.
But don't let that weigh on you. Try to trust in us.
Whew.
Just like we trust in you.
I've struggled with that kind of thinking myself, but I eventually made my way through it. All this talk of camaraderie, of keeping each other safe, it's like a harmonica melody scoring our time together.
Exactly. Honestly, I'm sometimes terrified. afraid that someday you'll blame yourself for failing to protect us and fall apart. That's why I wanted to record this message.
Damn.
Don't try to bear everything alone. Maybe you can start relying on us more. Fully entrusting your vulnerable side to us. This is getting way too sentimental. It doesn't feel like me anymore. Anyway, finally, we'd like to give you the song that's closest to us. If what we've said is hard to understand, just...
Proxy, do you remember? I was once terrified of seeing the look on their faces.
Yes. Can you see them clearly now?
Yes. Crystal clear.
There it is. I was just thinking I want to see it clear. Oh yeah, they were already corrupted at this point. That's what he was talking about. They were slowly turning into ethereals. Damn.
So this is our last glance. This is the answer you wanted me to find. Thanks, guys. For everything. Proxies. No. Lies. Belle. I've troubled you two a lot these days with my personal affairs. Words can't describe what you've done for me.
It's no trouble at all. To be honest, Belle and I have been a bit lost lately because of some personal matters. But meeting you has felt somehow comforting. Don't you think, Belle?
Exactly. We got something out of the experiences we shared. At the very least, it's brought us...
Yeah. When I was trapped in self-doubt, unable to get out, I'm glad, and because of that, please, hear me out. Maybe you've already noticed. I'm sorry, but I've been keeping something from you. Charon isn't actually my code name.
It's Trigger!
As I mentioned before, Charon was my captain's code name. When I met both of you for the first time, I didn't want to tell you my code name, because I thought someone who couldn't protect their squad mates had no right to one. So I lied. Captain Charon was an orphan like me, with no family to mourn.
Oh my god, everyone's
I've been
orphans.
using her code name, because I may be the last person in the world who still remembers her. But I understand now. If I want to keep moving forward, I can't keep hiding behind a lie. My true code name is...
You don't have to tell me right now.
At the harbor, Nathan spoke to you privately.
Yes. He said he still has a friend in the Defense Force who's currently forming a new squad. And if my goals align...
So, what's your decision?
After everything that's happened, I think I do share the same goal as that friend of his and the new squad they're building.
Okay, so that's
I'll
how
head
she
back
gets
to the
back
new
in.
Urdu
That's how she
Defense
joins the
Force.
Oval Squad.
And keep chasing my new goal with a new team.
Your new goal? Are you going to...
Yes. My encounter with Grim Vulture has made me realize that I'll uncover the real culprits behind the old capital's fall and make them pay for their crimes. If the ferryman who leads me to the truth demands a price, I'm willing to wager my life. I have a gut feeling the masterminds will reveal themselves again soon. To protect the city my comrades cherished and sacrificed their lives for, I won't allow such a tragedy to happen again by letting the will to protect guide my hatred. I now have a clear aim toward the truth.
That's what I thought. If that's the case, then for now, we probably shouldn't learn your true code name. or lean on each other too much.
Are you saying we're on
No, we might walk different paths. Those paths will lead us to the same destination. It's just that for...
To be honest, after facing an enemy as ruthless as Grim Vulture, we're reminded of our own powerlessness. We're nowhere near strong enough to protect you, and we're not strong enough to open...
If this is your slightly selfish principle, I'll respect it. You were once my proxies, and I'll keep this memory locked. If, as you say, our destination is the same, then we should continue on our separate paths. I hope we can become true comrades.
Yes, it's a promise.
Hello. I'm the sniper from the former Liar Squad of the Chrysoberyl Division. Recommended...
Yeah, I heard about you from my superior. You're the one who dealt with the serial murders targeting the Defense Force, right? Let me confirm a few details before taking you to base. Which squad are you applying to join? And did you...
I'm applying to join the Obsidian Division's Oval Squad. As for my codename, Trigger, I was Trigger of Liar Squad.
There it is. There we go. Last glance and first hello. Okay. How long have I been streaming? Only an hour 18? Okay, I'll start doing some of these. Bated breath. Make your presence and efficiency clear. Wait. Mask your presence and efficiently clear the battlefield of ethereals. So your first lesson, the shooting ring, there are no ether waves. Huh? I couldn't scroll down. Oh my god, okay. I think I saw a TikTok about this once. It suddenly appears you have unlimited ammo during that time. Chain hits on each chorus, all enemies as you can. Oh, okay. Yeah, fuck you, bitch. Oh my god. Ah! I missed. Press L2 to target. Yeah, whatever. How does it help target distant enemies? Yeah, you aim in a little bit. Oh, reload. Hold up. 6-5 bullets per. Come on, man. Did I kill 2 for 1 to bullet pin? Probably does. It's a fucking sniper rifle. Of course it would have bullet pin. Man, you were taking too long, so let's fucking... Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh, hello. Infinite ammo. Infinite ammo. Okay. It's a fun game mode. Pew 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 pew. Did I get enough score? I think you need 12,000. Right? I think that's what it said. Let's go! S rank! Yeah, 12,000 points. Okay, cool. Enemy radar. Oh, there's gonna be hostages. Okay. Oh, my bad. This game mode is awesome. Wasn't there another game mode? Kinda like, obviously not like this, but I think there was some event I didn't play because I was too low level. I started playing when Lighter came out. I think there was like some like 2D fighter game kind of aspect thing for Lighter or something that I saw very briefly. Someone mentioned, but I never played it. So more game modes specific for like the gameplay of a character would be cool. I would like more like this. Specific game modes for the character. Jesus Christ, we got enough hostages? Okay. I almost thought I hit one. Do you automatically lose if you hit one, or do you just lose a certain amount of points, I wonder? Well, I got over 12,000 again. Yay! I'm gonna turn my fan on. It's super hot. And I got too much background noise. Jesus Christ. Okay. Ethereal's protected by a shield around his core. Strike the weakest point. Defense are down. Doesn't care about unemployment relationships. Okay. Glad that we know the moral ambiguity. Ambiguity? What word am I looking for? That word, and then of the ethereals. Big one. Oh, I see. His little arms, or big ass arms, protect them. Okay. Yeah, get fucked. Yeah, get fucked. God damn it. Yeah. Do they escape? Oh, those are hostages. Dude, way back there. Way back there. Okay, hostages. Focus fire, what's that mean? Come on, I can hit that. Yeah, thought so. Wow, these hostages are really pushing their luck, huh? Okay, come on now. I don't know if I beat that one. Okay. I'm always S tier or bust, so if I don't get S tier, I'm redoing it. That's just how I am. Got more on that than that one, huh? Almost ran out of time though. Exploding targets? What? Wait. I'm sure they can't kill me, so what's like the point of them being exploding? Does it mean I should like, is it a exercise to know to target a higher priority target? Like if I target the exploding one, it'll kill the ones nearby it to like save time? Is that what the exercise is gonna be? Target priority? That would make sense. Yep, it's target priority. Okay. I already know enough about tactics to know that. Look at me, I'm so smart. Oh my god. Oh my god, will this end? I killed everything. Okay, thank you. Running out of time here. Okay. That one seemed pretty hard to mess up. I think it was like almost a guaranteed S. Yeah. That's my highest score so far. I literally think that was the highest score so far. Yeah, that's just a target priority test. Shatter to conquer, solid barriers. Well, we've already had one thing that like you couldn't shoot through, so it's not anything that's gonna be new, unless it means you can't shoot them whatsoever at all, unless you use the explodey boy to kill them behind cover, maybe? Which is using your environment to your advantage type exercise, which Trigger used during her little cutscene where she sniped the girl through the whatchamacallit. What am I looking at? Oh. Okay, nothing's going on again. Oh, hello. There's no way I get a high score in this. Yeah, this is how controller players do it. I don't move my mouse over to it. I just keep my stick right in place and just wait for it to come in front. Oh, you're a hard little target to snipe. No ammo, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up! Ah! Open fire! Come on, come on, come on. That was cool. So a lot of points right at the very end, just in case. You're like, oh, you're not S rank yet, so here you go. That was a very bad score. Some of these I feel like, though, just don't have the same amount of points possible. Some of them, the high score is way higher than the other ones, but also some of these I just did terrible on. Like, I feel like I did terrible on that one. Alright, assessments. So is it just slightly harder? Let's see, let's see, let's see. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, bam. Hey, move. Bam, bam, bam. I said bam, bam. Hello. Hello. Ah, panicked. He was running straight for me. Ah! Focus fire time! Why her sniper rifle got a switch in it? God damn. Alright. I got the S rank secured. Come on now. Hey. Go down. Okay, S rank secured. At 4,000 from time bonus, damn. And I didn't even have that much time left. Do 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 do. 3 more days till Vivian and Jane Doe come out. I'm super excited about that. I'm gonna stream my opening. I don't have a whole lot of pulls saved up, but hoping I'll get something out of it. If I don't get Vivian, the world's gonna pay. I'm gonna turn into the next Zoe. Okay, that's terrible, I shouldn't say that. But, am I missing something? Okay. But yeah, I want Vivian so fucking bad. I've been saving up for so long. I didn't pull... Oh, no, I did pull during Anby's banner, that's right, because I pulled, Bernice. And then next banner I'm pulling for both Jane Doe and Vivian. Vivian's the main priority. But if I lose my 50-50, I have to win both 50-50s to get Jane and Vivian. I just don't have enough pulls otherwise. And I've looked up my stats. I have extremely bad luck. So chances are I don't get them both, and that's pretty upsetting. I'm gonna get a little bit of last minute poly from... so they do disappear. Okay, so you can lose points. But I'm gonna be losing... gaining a little bit of last second polychrome here from this event. Don't know how many pulls I'm gonna have. We'll see right after I collect all the rewards at once, which is what I'm gonna do. I don't get how streamers can talk and play a game at the same time, like, super effectively. Like, I had to lock in there. It's hard to, like, multitask like that. I'm still an amateur at it. Makes me sound stupid. If you ever notice streamers missing stuff in games, obviously not everyone's gonna notice all the same exact stuff, so there's that. But second, they are also reading chat. Third, they're talking. Fourth, you know, they're like straight up just playing the game. You know, sometimes you just miss shit, and it might seem obvious to you, but for a streamer, they're struggling, alright? They are multitasking so goddamn hard that they are not able to pay attention to it. Moving ones are target prio. And then the stationary ones you can clean up after, because they won't go away, so you won't lose any points there. The mobile one's gonna go off the screen and you can miss out on points. Like that guy just disappeared. Because I didn't take my own advice, I should have shot him. Mobile target. That was a risky shot. Why am I reloading? Oh, there was an ethereal during the gold phase. Interesting. Oh, shit. That was my highest score so far. What the fuck? Almost 20k. Eh. That was a good score though. I must have been going crazy. Alright. Oh, I need 14k plus for S rank? Okay. An extra 2,000 required. How did that not blow any of them up? Will you die? It'd be very mean if they put up a hostage during a Golden Bamboo thing. They should do that in the very last stage. Spawn killed one of those. No, don't zoom in. Oh, it's supposed to be shooting these things to kill them. Okay. Another 18k. I think it's a little lower than the other one. This game mode's fun. I like it. I actually really like it. Again, I wish there was more game modes like this. Appealing specifically to like the new character, like a new mechanic, like the 2D fighter game for lighter that I very briefly saw but didn't get to play, and then this one. I wish there was more stuff. These are super fun. This is the first aiming I've ever had to do in ZZZ, which is hilarious. Hamamusa like barely counts, I guess, and then yeah. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Shit, they're about to escape. I panicked there, I'm not even gonna lie. I just started shooting whatever. Aw, come on, you fucking jebaited me. Eight minutes later. 8 minutes later. 8.5 minutes later. I'm not gonna get an S rank here, there's no way. Yeah, there's no way I'm getting an S rank. Huh? Well, how was I supposed to know? Did they ever tell you you could shoot through those? I mean, good thing I just have enough game knowledge to know to check. Trying to farm a couple points out of that. I got like 100 points out of that. Oh shit. Okay, I need like 14k, I think. Did I get S? I don't know. I did with 13k? Wait, what? Wait, what? On the final assessment, you didn't? But the other... Huh? So here you needed 14k, but then here you only needed... Yeah, I can't even see, man. Yeah, it won't even let me scroll. Whatever. Alright. Another 400 polychrome. Okay. Achievement. Cool. Events. Yeah, everything's done. Got everything done. So, ooh. Damn, I'm 3 off 10 pulls. Got 9 pulls there. So, signal shop. $94. Oh, that's right. So, I've used some pulls. As you can see, I'm down to 53 searches. Because I pulled a little bit on Zhu Yan's banner. To try and get a Lucy. Because my Lucy was very underdid. Where's she at?
Eradicate all you.
So I just now got my Lucy M3. Cool, cool. My A rank that I actually use, as you can see, I have her level 60, leveled up. That one main A rank that I mainly use, that for some reason was M3. But I have an M2 Nekomata. Why was my... Shut up. Why was my Nekomata like the same M level Mindscape as my A rank? Like, that's so annoying. Actually, I think even my Polkra, which just came out, even she's a higher. The game just refuses to give me Lucy copies for no fucking reason. Like... Alright, but I think I'm done for today. I'm a couple hours in, almost 2 hours in. Yeah, I've finished all that. Ending stream. Thank you guys for coming. How do I end stream? Guys, help.